Hello and welcome back. The video is already flipped. There's a fly flying on my microphone. Welcome back to Teraflop, my astrobiology series. I need to fix the camera. I'm feeling a lot more confident today, so you can see it on my voice. I don't do so blah blah blah, all that stuff. And today we are going to focus on the second live, you can call it. The video is flipped, so I need to flip it in the editor. So uh, okay, so let's start with the mobile creatures or their prey. Yes, predators now exist. Major arma, bigger arms, is the prey of. What is, I, I can't read this stylized writing, so it's like really hard to read even for me. Why? I don't know. Next episode I can like make normal writing. You can vote. No, you can't vote because I don't have enough subscribers. And you can't even comment. So if you want normal text, like and subscribe. This is so weird. Just like when you want this, like normal, not normal text instead of this. Okay. Radar rostrum is the predator. Okay. What what did I make this sound? Yeah. English is my second language. English is my second language. So I accidentally made a sound from a word. I accidentally said a word from my mother tongue, you can call it. Okay, let's move on to our prey stuff. Oh, somebody got on the toilet. We are going to ignore that. If somebody heard it, I heard it, but the microphone probably didn't. And somebody's talking. Wait a second, please. So, what was like a second for you is now was a half an hour for me. Yes, I am speaking that loud that my phone is shaking. Oh God. Oh no. Okay, so where we left off? Actually, I forgot. Oh, I didn't forgot. It was Mayo Arma, big arms. So this clade or order or whatever. No, it's going to be probably a clade. Just call it clade because it can be just a single species or an order, a whole order, or like two or several families. I'm going to call it clade because when on the tree of life, when you uh, cut off a branch, it's called a clade. So let's say you cut off a branch that includes cats and dogs, bears and stuff. That's the carnivore clade. But every clade has name. And not all carnivores are carnivores. Like some pandas, not some pandas, pandas eat bamboo, which isn't meat. Like meat doesn't grow out of the ground. And fun fact, bamboos. My accent, my mm, bamboo is actually a grass, not a tree. Fun fact with the Ultra Apple. Yes, my name is Ultra App on YouTube. You can read it, and somebody is doing something weird again. Wait a second. Okay, back. We're back. You may notice the change in lighting. That's because it's the the weather got a little bit different from cloudy to sunny. So now it's like extremely sunny. Wait a second, I can. Voila! Now we have the curtains on the window. The lighting is a little bit going to be orange. So remember, the light quality isn't the best. Okay, male armor. It feeds on Minima plantae, which is the first algae we got. It feeds on all species of all colors because if you didn't watch the last episode where we introduced the first life and also Minima plantae, which is the first plants, this thing, these plants or algae can have three different colors: yellow, lime, and dark green or bluish green. Because the light or red gets absorbed really easily through the water. So the species closest to the surface have yellow coloration because there's more red light, so they absorb it. But also yellow light is unstable, too unstable for photosynthesis, like green light on Earth. But this isn't Earth and not the solar system. So Teraflop star is a type K, and type K star release more red light than, let's say, type G stars or type O stars or F and oh yeah, what was that like? There was like a song about the star types, but I can't remember it. Uh, so actually, now I just noticed this orange lighting looks great on the camera. It's like simulates the fact that we have a type K star in this fictional solar system. Mhm. So let's go actually to the organisms because I was like talking and talking 8 minutes. 8 minutes. That's crazy. It's a fly again. That's crazy. 8 minutes talking about not organisms. Okay. So, male arma, bigger arms, is 3 decimeters tall, which is crazy. Like it's the length of my forearm, which actually I just shared my personal information with you. This is getting weird. Hope I'm not going to be demonetized. Please don't. Please don't, YouTube. Don't demonetize me. So this bigger, this bigger version of multi arma has a slower metabolism, so it can afford smaller gills, and more of its body can be made out of armor. Oh, I actually forgot. add muscles, muscles. Oh, by the way, I have this like nice avocado pen which I write these notes everywhere. Muscle. Okay, so let's start with the feeding arms. The feeding arm has enzymes as answers to digest cellulose, which the minimum plant has their, I can show it, as their cell was made out of cellulose. So the cellulase breaks down the cellulose, and the cilia trap the cellulose and the glucose, which cellulose is just locked glucose, which is just sugar. So cellulose, paper is just not edible sugar. Okay, the cilia catch the sugar and then transport it to the bloodstream to feed the organism. On the base of the on the base of the feeding arms, we have receptors, which will be useful. They sense movement and touch and pressure and temperature, everything, which will be very useful. And the armor, we will talk about that later. Oh, it's already 12 minutes. I passed the 10-minute deadline that I was going for. Okay. So there's a muscle that can contract how's it called? The feeding arms down. Just focuses on my arm instead of the image, which is I don't know how to turn it off. On the base of the feeding arm, we have muscles which can contract the feeding arms and protect the organism. Okay, the big giant heart of its ancestor wasn't useful to this this thing because it like take up too much space. And fun fact, this thing still wait, you know what? Let's fix it. Let's make this like reproduces by budding. I'm going to grab my pencil. This is not the right color. This one. Let's make it like colorful, like this blood shining through. And here's my avocado pen, which is gorgeous. And budding. And it reprocesses by budding. How cool. A bud floats over its growth into a new male armor. Where's it called male? The original translation to Latin was too long, so I made it so. Wait a second. Okay, I burped, so happily you didn't have to see or hear that. Just the information. So the main heart wasn't used for its ancestors because it takes up too much space. It was really inefficient. So now we have a main heart which is smaller and a big heart which is bigger. The main heart pumps blood to the feeding arms, which actually can help the muscles. The muscles can flicker the things, and the blood can help it like retract completely. Genius. I'm a genius. Call me a genius in the comments when the comment option actually becomes a thing because YouTube apparently deleted it. Why delete it on my channel but other channels can have it? I don't know. I don't know. These blood vessels that go down makes the section pad, but they later get not useful. The gills don't go to the main heart and blah blah blah. Okay, there's tough armor made out of calcium carbonate, which is actually the same mineral that makes up shells of snails, clams on Earth, and also it's used as the gladius, which is a scientific term for the bone that squids have, which is just a remain of the shell, which is also made out of calcium carbonate. That's why um, it's great to give your pet snail because or just grind it up into a there's a fly again. Okay, you can grind up the bone and put it in the water and make your clam have calcium. And there's a springy inside, which means when another like a rock falls on the shell, it quick the arms quickly go go down, the gills quickly close, and the shell can absorb some of the energy of the of, of the impact. Okay, now let's address the elephant in the room. This Pepsi logo, or Colgate looking organism. You probably studied it on your own without me, so the video can end. Now, just kidding, it's not going to end. Don't be silly, don't be worried, goatee. The blood cells of Prada rostrum, predatory beak, evolved a more aerodynamic shape as the body got bigger, and now it needs to circle light about the bigger body faster. It also needs more energy, but there's plenty male armor and muta armor for this creature to feed on. Then the gills allow the bigger surface transport to transport oxygen more efficiently, and the many holes evolved into two holes on a tail-like appendage. So it makes poo and eggs poo. Why? This is inappropriate. I should feel bad, but I don't because it's my creation. Just kidding. I feel bad. The first pair of feet or legs or whatever evolved into arms with claws which can scratch away. No, they don't scratch away. I'm still creating this as I go. I don't have any notes. It's like 90 minutes. I need to go fast. So arms can hold the prey as it being, or it can butcher the prey as it or as it's going to be digested and sucked up. The proboscis, the beak, can help puncture tough armor of male armor, or the elbow make or elbow. I just said another word in my native language. Why? Why did I do that? And the phone is shaking like crazy. Okay, so the beak can deliver fatal wounds to multi-arma. Actually, no, these two names, like it was yesterday, but it wasn't yesterday. Okay. Oh, it's 20 minutes already. This is crazy. Okay, the arms can hold and butcher prey while the beak is eating it. There's blood and enzymes coming through the beak and proboscis to help digest the prey. There's a bioluminescent spot, better eyes, bioluminescent spot uh, learns to communicate. They can also like mark their territory with it, or when it's dark, call for mates to make broadcast spawning more efficient. And their defeat. It's also carnivorous, very carnivorous. So this is the end of the video. So have a nice day and bye bye.